Welcome to probably the hardest episode in this series of finding the best season for every total drama contestant. Today we are talking about the Pakatao cast, probably one of the worst casts of all time. So many useless characters who don't do anything useful, and I need to find a place for them. Same thing as usual, no winners will be discussed because they've already won a season. And now for the first time, I cannot just say, oh, they stay in their season. I have to find a place for these losers. Now, let's get into it. Beardo is a character with no depth in the show, but his audition tape actually begins to show his character and shows that he is a person with flaws and feelings and not just a complete and utter failure. I mean, he still is a failure, but there's a reason compared to Stacy, who just sucks. Beardo needs time to warm up to his team, and I think the team that can give him that, plus a guaranteed second season, is the reboot cast. For season 1, I think he should be on the Frogs of Death, only because it basically guarantees that he stays past one elimination, and with people like Wayne, Raj, and Bowie on his team, I doubt he will have any issue finding someone supportive of his ambition to open up to people. Leonard made me contemplate everything, because I have to give myself a challenge here by saying I have to give everyone a better season. I'm gonna roll the dice on Leonard and hope that one of the 3 potential seasons on the Gen 1 cast will allow him to survive past the second elimination. Considering Sadie got to episode 11 and Justin lasted episode 5 despite never saying anything past episode 1, I think he could get past the second elimination in at least one season, at least out of pity. Amy honestly has a lot of places to go. Her main downfall wasn't caused by her actions or people not liking her, it was due to her sister. As a result, I think there's not many bad places for her to go, but I will pick the reboot only because I think it would be funny to have Amy and Julia go at it. Rodney is such a tough character to do anything with. But, same story as Leonard, I think he could make it pretty far if he's given a guaranteed 3 seasons to work with. In Island, he would get major points in episode 2 for standing up for women after Ezekiel makes his sexist remarks. This could save him for a few eliminations. I mean, he isn't exactly stupid, he's strong as well, he just gets stupid around women, which is honestly understandable. Frankly, I think he's brought into the main alliance on the Killer Bass and he gets to late pre-merge or even possibly merge. However, I do think Heather could easily manipulate him and that would spell the end for him in Island, but that is way past the 4th elimination, so mission accomplished for now. Sammy can go into Revenge only because she's been put through so much that Revenge would be a vacation in comparison, plus she has plenty of people to get to know and help her develop her confidence with, especially if she's on Cameron's team and she never gets a single loss. That would be enough to probably get to Final 5, where at that point it would be an issue of whether her confidence has risen enough to not be manipulated by Joe or Scott like Cameron and Mike were. Either way, the Final 6 or 5 is way past the 5th elimination. I tried with Ella, I really did. But the only option I found was to bring her into Redonkulous Race because there is no team that will put up with her as long as the Confused Bears did. Thus, she does the best there, and hopefully she will have a partner to help her coming up. Topher is actually really easy, he can go to Gen 1. He has 3 seasons to work with Action probably being a standout season. I don't think he ever wins, but I see him making it pretty consistently to merge and hovering around the same elimination point. Like, I don't ever see him getting past the Final 5, but that already is better than his canon Pakatao run, so mission accomplished, I guess. Man, can we just agree not to use Dave in anything? If I have to place him somewhere, it would be in Redonkulous because I can't trust him not to fall in love again and quit the game once she rejects him. Dave can be on a team with Ella and maybe bring some closure to that arc. Ella deserves better though. Scarlet is probably, in my opinion, the smartest character in all of Total Drama. She sees through deception insanely quickly, she can make people who are powerhouses look like fools, and she can avoid looking like a threat all the while. Honestly, the only other character who rivals her is Izzy, but of course Izzy has the flaw of having ADHD and getting so bored she ruins her own chances. Scarlet is like the complete opposite of Brick, where Brick wins due to his social game being among the best, while Scarlet wins because her strategic ability is among some of the best. I've been giving lots of characters the benefit of the doubt, but I genuinely don't think Max can get better than 5th place. Like, he shouldn't have gotten this far to begin with. He should have been eliminated in episode 6, but that's where Ella went. If he did get eliminated there, I could have worked something out, but due to him lasting so far into the season without having really any strong attributes besides being more mentally ill than Mike, I can't put him anywhere besides Pakatao. Congrats, Max, you have bested me. Jasmine can fit in with the reboot cast fairly easily. She may be a giant, but she shouldn't have much of a problem finding a place on the team. I think she should be on Ferocious Trout if she wishes to make it through a few eliminations. She will mostly be seen as a threat by anyone, which is the biggest obstacle in her path, but as long as she can form an alliance early with Priya and Millie, I doubt she'd have much issue long term. Sugar can go into Revenge because her and Scout would be like the perfect duo. Both of them are underhanded competitors who will do anything to win. Like most competitors, I think Sugar fits in best on the Mutant Maggots because it gives her the amount of time to build rapport with everyone around her and find ways to stir up drama. Either Sugar would be a team with Scott and they'd get to the final 3 before they betray each other, or Scott would just throw Sugar away after a challenge. In All-Stars, I don't think Mal would even have Sugar on his radar, so I think she can get pretty far just by being herself. Either way, it's an uphill battle all the way through, but if she can show more of conniving Sugar and not the version of Sugar that licks vending machines, I think she can make it pretty far, if not to a finale. But what do you think? I'd love to hear where you think these characters should go down below, and with that being said, have the day you deserve.